It's that these guys really understand how to be successful already, and I just facilitate that. If I was to bring someone that wanted to work with me, I would want to bring them into a group of 5 to 6 to 8 people, because it's not just what I say, it's the group collaborating with them. They get so much more for really less money than what they would otherwise. Because to get one-on-one coaching is expensive. I don't care who you go to, if you're going to get somebody good. And I mean, you've seen it. You know, folks that I know, and they're not cheap.
Yes.
But if you can get into a group that has 5 or 6 or 8 people that are working with you, your costs are so much lower, but yet your real returns are so much greater. And I'm always about, I mean, I think most of us are about getting the most bang for our buck. Well, that's what I'd want for them.
So when you say their returns are more, how? I mean, can you give examples?
Well, sure. When I think about, in a regular mastermind, you're going to have about anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes talking about your business.
Okay.
And you're going to talk about things that I'll say as is, how your business is right now, how it should be, what the barriers are, and what your payoff to breaking through those barriers would be. So as is, should be, barriers, and payoff. Well, we want to know real quickly, what are the barriers? And then, because if you're a speaker and I'm a speaker, we're similar, okay? But if I've got someone in that group that's like a dentist and a veterinarian and another business owner that maybe is just a car care guy, they're not in the same box as you are, and so they're not confined by the same way of thinking.
That's right.
So what will happen is they'll offer you ideas that are outside of your realm of thinking, and all of a sudden you go, wow, I could do that, I could integrate that. Because marketing and business development and best practices in business really are very similar, whether you're a speaker or a dentist. And what you find is that the ideas that come out of a group are amazing. And that's what I would, in fact, I've had somebody that I knew they couldn't afford me for coaching, and I said, let's put a mastermind together. And she did, and we did, and it was fantastic what happened out of it. So that's where I would really encourage somebody to go. And if you're looking for a group like that, there are lots of people that offer masterminds out there in the country. But whatever you do, you want to make sure that it's a group that are in a position or in a place where you want to be. Not, if you're 5 years in business, you want to find somebody that's 8 to 10 years in business that you can hang out with. If you're at $100,000 a year in income, you want to try to find people that are in the $200,000 to $500,000. And of course, the reason is they can teach you. You don't want to sit there and get somebody that's a neophyte employer or new company owner. You want to get somebody that's either on the same playing field or above.
That's interesting.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Where do people watching that are curious, you know, how can I get into such groups in the Metroplex? Where do they? I know you have the Millionaire Group and you have the regular group.
In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I started a group last December that was basically a byproduct of a couple of years of setting up several groups. I set up a group called Marketing Without Money.
Yeah, I heard about I read about it.
And we started in December. By March, we had 65 entrepreneurs showing up on average, and which is a pretty big group for the DFW area. Most of them range from 20 to 30 if you look at networking groups or meetup groups. And so anyways, we started, and it has been great because we bring in speakers from all over, and we let them sew into this group the tools and the ways to market without spending any money. And I mean, two really good ones are speaking and trying to get PR. One of the guys that helps me is Jeff Crilly. He's one of the folks in the Metroplex that used to be on channel on a certain newscast here in the area.
Yes.
And he's retired from that and has his own PR firm. The idea is that if you can get either a speaking opportunity or the press to get your attention, you're going to have a far more powerful presentation to your audience. You're the obvious expert. Just like this is an excellent forum because you're the obvious expert for TV.
I see. Well, viewers, we're going to take a short break real quick, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with our guests this evening about how to make the most marketing without money in today's economy. We'll see you soon.